What's up, everybody? It's Travis here, and welcome back to the Bay Sports Talk channel. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day today as the San Francisco Giants salvage a game in the series finale over the Marlins, 1-0, a shutout, an impressive performance. Alex Wood makes his Giants debut, and he was impressive today, going 5 shutout innings, striking out 4 batters, allowing just 3 hits in the ball game. And the Giants, they get enough offense, just 1 run today. I mean, we know the bats have not woken up like we want them to, and we know that the bats need to start getting it going. But the good thing is the Giants, they get timely hitting, and the pitching has been so incredible. The starting rotation has been fantastic this year, and the bullpen has been really impressive outside of a couple of games that they've blown. And so this has been the winning formula, and great defense as well. The Giants get a 1-0 victory, and we are going to break this one down. Alex Dickerson gets the RBI single to give the Giants the lead in the 3rd inning, and they would make that score hold up. A tremendous job by this bullpen today, going 4 innings. After Alex Wood's 5 innings, you had Jose Alvarez come into the game, a terrific pickup in spring training, a lefty that Gabe Kapler knows well from his time with the Phillies. Alvarez has looked good this year. He pitches a shutout inning. Welcome in, everybody, to the postgame show. Glad you joined us today, and we are going to be bringing on Eric the Legend, Home Baby Baseball, here very shortly, so you do not want to miss that, and we will get his thoughts as the Giants build some momentum here going to Philadelphia. We talked about trying to secure the happy flight, and we do that. And so we are feeling good right now. No matter what we got to do, we are finding ways to win ball games. And in this one, strong starting pitching and a great job by the bullpen. And the Giants get the victory. We got Robert in the house. Welcome to the post game. What a great start for Wood. He was in complete control. Absolutely. And I thought he did great. And looking at his windup, he's got a lot of moving parts, a lot of torque. And so, to be able to repeat that delivery, he did such a great job. And wow, I mean, every single guy that is pitching in this rotation, they are coming out with that mentality that they don't want to be the weak link in the rotation. And so each time out, these starters are dealing in 5, 6, 7 innings. And we've even seen, of course, Cueto pitch into the 9th inning. And so the starting rotation has just been so spectacular. And in a case here with Cueto being on missing a couple starts on the injured list, you have a guy with an Alex Wood come in right and just pitch so beautifully. And so, just spectacular. We got Deep Kaiser, welcome to the post-game show. How are you doing today? I was scared Giants were going to lose 3 in a row. Didn't want that to happen, but we got the W. Yeah, I really felt scared. I mean, because of what we have seen in the first couple games of this series, the first one, really tight game, 1-1. Starling Marte hits that big 3-run home run. And at the end of the game, we saw Marte look like he was battling something. So my prayers go out to Marte. He did have to leave the game in that last at bat, and he's a big part of that Marlins lineup. And so hopefully he won't have to miss too much time. And, you look at these first 2 games of the series. Of course, we know yesterday was a complete heartbreak, just devastating. And, the good thing is we knew that you had a quick turnaround with the day game today. And so we are able to get that bitter taste out of our mouth from yesterday, and we are ready to go on to Philadelphia here. And yeah, this game, with how the first 2 games had gone, you certainly did not feel comfortable at all because we needed some insurance runs. If we could have had some insurance runs, we definitely would have been feeling more comfortable. But holding on to that 1-0 lead. Wow, I'm so happy. This bullpen did spectacular. Great way for them to bounce back after the tough game yesterday with Jake McGee giving up a couple runs there and blowing the save. And then Harlan Garcia giving it up in the 10th. We got Bearded Gunny in the house. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you and good to see everybody checking in. And we are going to bring on Eric here shortly, so stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss it. And we'll get his thoughts on this big win for the Giants, big bounce back win. McGee is too predictable. You can't keep throwing 94-mile-an-hour fastballs over and over to big league hitters and think that they won't hit it. And also Dubon should be in AA. Just happy we won today. So let's get into appreciate your thoughts here, Bearded Gunny. And when I look at McGee, when we see that he throws the fastball, an exceptional amount of time, he's got a lot of confidence in it. And so I definitely, I think he could probably use his off-speed stuff more, but his fastball is so effective and he locates it and commands it very well. And so, I think, it's worked out very well for him this year. And so, we'll see him keep it going. And, to speak on Dubon, I still have a lot of faith and confidence in him. I do think he's going to be able to get it going. And so, we kind of just have to be patient here with these young guys. But obviously if it keeps going for 10, 20 or more games, we are going to have to think about who is going to be better suited to get those at bats. But it's tough to see a young guy like Dubon struggle, but he's going to get it going. And let's get to the moment that we have all been waiting for. We are going to bring on Eric, the legend himself, Hum Baby Baseball, to the show. And so let's do it right now. Eric, how are you doing today, my friend? And how are you feeling after that one?
Yeah, we needed a win, and we needed a win. We could not get swept in Miami after that very disappointing both games. Really, were very disappointing losses that we had a chance to win. So I'll take it. This was definitely torture style, 1-0. Like you said, that wasn't I wasn't comfortable. We're like, come on, guys, get a couple more runs, just a 1 or 2 more runs, and you feel more comfortable. But luckily, that bullpen was outstanding. Alvarez, Doval with a big league debut, Berger, Rogers. Got it done. And shout out to Alex Wood, 5 innings of scoreless baseball, gave up 3 hits, 4 strikeouts. Alex Wood didn't know what to expect from him. I know he was good a few years back, but with injuries, and you just don't know. So it looks like we got a winner with Alex Wood.
Oh man, I love it. Absolutely. And you're right. Going into this one, and like a lot of guys, I think in the rotation, we know that with the veterans, bringing on DeSclafani, bringing on Aaron Sanchez, we didn't know what we were going to get from these guys, and we hope for the best. And you're seeing what they're doing. I mean, it's just been so spectacular. I mean, every single man out is pitching amazing. And Alex Wood, tremendous debut today. It was spectacular. And absolutely, I loved it. What you were saying, going through those guys today in the bullpen, they were tremendous. Caleb Berger, a young guy that just gets better and better. And big shout out to Camilo Duval making his debut. And on the show during the game, I think Kipe was saying that Volkasong, said that Duval has a ton of confidence. And Ryan Volkasong, of course, working with the Giants and the young pitchers. And I'm just so happy to see what Duval did out there, because, this guy, maybe he could even turn into a guy that we go to in a lot of high leverage situations. And today, of course, he was put in there in a 1-run ball game. And so, for Kepler to show confidence in him in that situation, I thought it was spectacular. And Tyler Rogers, big shout out to him. We know that he had a lot of struggles last year, and he's been getting better. And now you're seeing him really put it together. And, in a game like today with McGee, of course, he went on the injured list. I think some effects from, we won't say exactly, what I'm saying. But so McGee is going to be coming back. And also Webb did experience some side effects from taking the second dose, if you get what I'm saying. And so they will be back here, and just tremendous job. So let's get to some comments. Welcome in everybody to the show as the Giants get a big victory to salvage a game in the series. Did not want to lose this one. We went through a couple tough ones in the first couple games here, but we are feeling great. We got Jenny Vega in the house. How are you doing? Alvarez was able to do it. Absolutely tremendous. He has been great for us this season. Great pickup by the Giants in to get him in spring training. And yeah, we finally used Berger. Yeah, Berger, he's getting up there. I mean, that's what you love. Welcome in Kendrick Choi to the post game. These guys are dealing. And yeah, let's get to, I think I saw a comment talking about the Philadelphia series and some of our thoughts. So let's get, so what is our prediction for the Giants Phillies series? Let's get your thoughts on this one, Erica. How do you think we're going to do heading into Philadelphia?
That's a great question. I've been really focused on this series, but I know that the Phillies, they got a ton of talent. They got good pitching. They played pretty good this year. I think they're in second place right now. And they played really good at home this year. They've been pretty much unbeatable at home. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to have to look at the matchups for that series to give you, and I plan on doing a pregame, a series preview. But yeah, can't wait to watch. They got so many great players. Obviously, Bryce Harper. And I think they got McCutcheon. I'm not sure if he's healthy right now, but yeah, I can't wait to see these guys. It's going to be a fun series either way.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a fun one and a good challenge for the Giants. With the way we've been playing, if we can get those bats going, hopefully, especially going to a hitter's ballpark like Philadelphia. So that's going to be a fun series. And Harper, I think he crushed a home run today. He's I think, off to a nice start. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get to some more comments here.
Yeah.
Duvall looked good. Absolutely. He was spectacular. And, man, I was impressed. And even watching him in spring training, you just had the feeling that, this guy is going to be special. He can go 100 miles an hour with the fastball, and his slider is filthy. We got MLB news and memes in the house.
MLB news.
Our offense needs to step it up. Absolutely. I mean, you look at the numbers, and I didn't even realize it, but the Giants offense, they were scoring more runs last year than what we are this year. I think we're averaging last year about 4.8 runs a game. This year, I think it's about 3.6 or 3.7, somewhere around there. So we have got to get things going. And yeah, I think it's just a matter of time here. We got Tommy S in the house. It's about time to bring up Ramos. This offense needs a boost. Yeah, great take here. Appreciate you checking in here, Tommy. And yeah, when we look at, we of course talked about Dubon, who has been struggling. We know Slater is really doing well now. Of course, the big pinch hit 3-run home run. Alex Dickerson had been struggling, but he is starting to get it going. Yaz as well. He, of course, had been battling the hand injury, but Yaz is starting to pick it up. So yeah, I think if Dubon, let's say, if he doesn't get it going, it might be something you think about calling up Ramos. Maybe not, of course, in the next month, but maybe in the next 2 or 3 months, could be something on the radar and, to follow how he is doing closely. So that's going to be very intriguing. And we got a super chat in the house. Thank you so much. Big shout out to World Traveler. The chat is going crazy right now because I had to click the chat to find it here. So thank you everybody so much. And thank you to you, World Traveler, always showing amazing support and everyone doing so. It means so much. Can't stay for long, Travis. Just wanted to drop by. Thank you. Really means a lot for that. Appreciate the support. And thank you so much. Bring Ramos, says Jenny Vega. Yeah, let's get your take on that, Eric. What do you think about how the outfield is going to play out?
Yeah, we haven't. I wish they started not spring training, but minor leagues on time so we could see. I know they're playing some practice games, but they have to get some experience probably in the minor leagues. But I definitely want to see Ramos sooner rather than later. As soon as possible. But I think they probably want to get him sometime in actual minor league, more meaningful games. The outfield, Yastrzemski, what we're gonna do? Yeah, he's off to a slow start. these are our guys. Yastrzemski, Dickerson, Slater's, is hitting the ball, had some big hits, a couple of big home runs for us. Obviously we didn't win. We didn't win those games, but they were big home runs at the time. So I like everything. Yeah, Dubon's a guy that might need some. If we're going to send someone down, like we mentioned earlier, it would be Dubon. But other than that, I want to give Yastrzemski more, and Dickerson and Slater a little more time. They'll get it going. So yeah, I think we'll wait a little on that. But yeah, definitely by June, July, it might be time to start bringing some guys up.
Yeah, I'm absolutely with you on that. And yeah, when we look at, I think what you said is true. I mean, if there is a guy maybe that we could potentially send down, probably Dubon, because he has struggled and, hasn't played a full season of games under his belt. But yeah, I really have confidence in him. And, I do believe he'll get it going. And yeah, of course, with Slater, he has been pulling together some big hits. That Yaz and Dickerson, when they're hot, I mean, they can carry this Giants team like they were doing last year. And yeah, I think, what you said is true. Ramos, I think he does, need some more seasoning. And, of course, we didn't have minor leagues last year. So, these guys, they only were really, going against their own guys at the alternate site. And we know that in terms of your competitiveness, it's not the same when you're facing your own guys versus somebody with another uniform. Yeah. So, yeah, I think Ramos is a guy that is going to make a huge impact on this year's team. And, I think we will see that, like you said, maybe probably in a couple 2 to 3 months here. So, it'll be fun when we, start calling up some guys. Yet Slater is the man, and big shout out to the catch he made. I mean, oh man, went full extension diving for that ball. It was spectacular. And what a great game for Slater. Giants pitchers issued no walks today. Oh,
that's
man,
incredible.
That's
insane.
That is spectacular.
That's a nice
I didn't even realize that. So, this 1-0 shutout. I mean, Alex Wood going in there, he was filthy. And we talked about all the way from Alvarez to Caleb Berger to Camilo Duvall making his debut and Tyler Rogers. I mean, you got so many quality guys in this bullpen. And I think it's no wonder that, we are ranked, I think, in the top, first or second in a lot of bullpen stats. And yeah, I mean, outside of the couple rough games that we blew, this bullpen, I think, has done a much better job than last year. Because we're blowing fewer games, and I know we can be better. Bullpen can still improve, and so yeah. What are some of your overall thoughts, Erica, on the season so far? What have you really enjoyed, and what has maybe something that you think we got to improve this?
Just got to finish them off. We're going to lose games, but if you have them, up against the ropes and the game is over, we got to finish it off. That's the only thing. Otherwise, we have at least 2 extra wins. But other than that, we're playing great. We're playing great baseball. We have a good record. Should be even better, and it has to be better because we're in a division with the Padres and the Dodgers. So we can't afford to give away losses. Yeah, sure, a couple here and there throughout an entire season, but it's already too many for my taste. We're only here in mid-April. We've already blown a couple games. But other than that, it's my only real complaint. I saw in the comments Kurt Casale's not hitting too well. So we'll look into that, bringing up Trump or Bart at some point so we can have some good backup catcher if Casale doesn't get it going. Other than that, I like what I'm seeing. Even so, some of the batting averages are down. They've been getting key hits. I'd rather them have big hits in the right moments rather than have a good batting average, but they're not coming through when we need them. So overall, I'm loving what I'm seeing.
Yeah, absolutely, and I agree. You have to love, and I love what we've this Giant team. So far, and especially trying to compete in this division, like you said, we can't afford to be blowing games like, the game we gave away last night, the game in the series in Seattle. Those kind of games are games that you can't blow, because if we want to compete and, potentially, try to catch up to the Dodgers, I mean, those are games that we have to put in the win column. And, thank goodness that, we've been getting some timely hits and getting some home runs. Because, that has been able to win us quite a bit of games. And yeah, I think Chadwick Trump did get called back up. Giants were making some moves with moving Jake McGee and Webb to the injured list just here shortly, as they had some side effects from the second dose. Bearded Gunny says, Trump, yeah, I love it. Trump really impressed last year. He was one of the guys that I really looked forward to his at-bats. I mean, he displayed incredible power. I want to say he had, I think, maybe 4 or 5 home runs last year. And for a backup catcher, I mean, that is really good to, be hitting the long ball. And Casale has struggled. So, if I had to say, I would love to see Trump out there. I think he, is, no knock on Casale, but I think Trump, gives us, a ton of power. And so we'll see if he'll be getting some starts in. Yeah, we need to clinch early. Yeah, I mean, if we can just and be in a really good position. And so let's just keep doing what we're doing good this year and improve on the things that we can be better in, hitting for average more, putting together some more rallies, maybe doing some hit and runs, getting that going. I think Giants did steal a lot of bases in spring, but I don't think we've done that in the season. So we can definitely get things going there. Trump 2021 says Tommy S. Yeah, Trump, absolutely. I think he's a sneaky player that he can really burst upon the scene. And he's a guy that I think, you want to see his bat almost every day in the lineup, because I think he can be that good of a hitter. And so if there's a way, whether it's starting him at DH, when we can do that, or maybe him learning another position. He's just a great player to have. You have San Francisco Giants wanting to go all the way. Absolutely. And we can do it. This team can definitely do it. I predicted before the year that I think this team has got what it takes to make a wild card. And, from there, we've seen Giants teams in the past, all those World Series years, we were never the favorite. We just came in and, did what we do best and, proved to the rest of the world. Do you think this Giants team, Eric, can potentially, take it all the way this year? And what are some keys for that to, a lot would have to go right. But I guess first, how can we first, get to just, getting on a roll here?
Yeah, it could happen. There are guys like Alex Wood. What we saw today, he doesn't have to be that good, but he has to be back to the Alex Wood from 2017, a few years ago, when he won like 16 games and he was like awesome for the Dodgers. If we get something close to that, that's one key. And all the guys like Webb, Gosman's got to keep on dealing. Cueto, has got to keep on dealing. He's been awesome. Vintage Cueto. If we get all of that, that's the key, because these guys are gonna score runs. And then maybe the deadline comes and the Giants are doing well, add somebody, and it could happen. But a lot will have to go right. I don't know if this is our World Series year, but I didn't think that 2014 was our World Series year. Well, we weren't on like a 9-game losing streak that year. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's over." And I'm like, "Yeah, probably not. We're not going to win another one." We won. Anything can happen.
Yeah, man, I love it. And you bring back great memories. I remember that 2014 season so fondly. There were times that I remember Giants were in a rough spell. I think that 7 or 9 game losing streak, I want to say it was in August. And if you have a losing streak like that in August, a lot of people are going to write you off. Most people never rebound from that. And I think that's a testimony to how resilient this Giants team is. And we saw it all last year. They came from behind, I think, a 5 or 6 run game deficit, and they have that confidence. And like you said, once the bats really start getting it going, and we're going to score some more runs. And I think the rotation, they have been so spectacular. I think they're going to keep building off of that success, and so it's going to be fun. This is a fun year. And considering, we haven't been back to the playoffs in 5 years, we are due. This is our season to make it happen. And not only that, but we are, positioning ourselves to be, not only great in the short term, but also the foreseeable long term. So it's very exciting. let's get to some more comments here. Thank you, everybody, checking into the show. We got Joshua Donovan here just now checking in. Have y'all mentioned Duvall? Absolutely. Duvall was tremendous today. And again, big shout out to him for his major league debut. Coming into a high leverage situation, a 1-run game, and he struck out Adam Duvall and I believe Aguilar, who we know got the game winner in yesterday's game. So Camilo Duvall had to face a couple of the Marlins' best hitters, and he mowed him down. And I think that to Duvall, he threw that slider and went bottomed out below the zone. So man, tremendous job, and another guy in the bullpen that we can go to in potentially high leverage situations. Let's see, but I felt like Casali should have been at bat. A bunch of missed opportunities with Casali at bat. Yeah, unfortunately, in today, with Casali, I think, there were a couple times he was up there with men on base, and, a big time hit definitely could have changed things. So, I think you will probably see Chadwick Trump get some starts if Casali, struggles. But Casali does a great job behind the plate, and so, definitely, you hope he can get it going. A big thing for Push, in my opinion, would be consistency. And obviously the Dodgers start to losing. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Dodgers, I think they are 12-2 coming into today. So, we knew going into the year how good they were going to be on paper, but obviously you got to actually put in the work. And so for the Giants to, make a run at the Dodgers, I think we are going to need some luck. Hopefully the Dodgers start to lose a bit because, they have not been losing at all so far. And, we need that consistency. We need it from the offense more. And the bullpen has been doing a better job of it. And we know the starting rotation has been so spectacular. And, Torture Baseball is back, and we love it. Here, welcome, Fendi Mashups, to the show. That is how you know that we're having the best time here. Torturous Baseball, because then it means that it means something. Because if we're not in it, if we were like, I think the Rockies, or I think they're like 3-11. If we were there, the Torture we wouldn't be feeling it. But that means we're playing some meaningful baseball games. And we're feeling great. I gotta think too, Dodgers, but 13-2. But when the Giants really should be 11-3, and absolutely, we could certainly be there. And I think, just like, if the Giants had not blown those games, I think we're probably right there, maybe a game or two behind the Dodgers. And so once we clean up that aspect of our game, can't wait to see where the Giants are going to go. What do you think? Do you think, Erica, maybe we can catch the Dodgers at some point this year? Or again, like a lot of the stuff we mentioned have to go right. Or do you think this Dodgers team will maybe go into any type of a slow streak or even cool off?
They'll go to a slow streak. They're not just going to go 150 and 12 or something stupid. Especially if we want to catch the Dodgers, we got to beat the Dodgers. We got to beat the Dodgers when we play them. That's the only way, because we can't control, when they play other teams. And right now they're just beating up everybody. So all we got to do is beat them. If we can beat the Dodgers, it's a guaranteed loss for them, guaranteed win for the Giants, start moving up the standings. But really, all we can do is control what we can control, play the best baseball we can. If the Dodgers are going to go have some kind of historical season, that's fine. That's why we got the wild card. And then we're going to throw out Gosman in the wild card game and beat whoever, and then we'll be good to go.
Dude, I love it. Absolutely. I'm with you. That is the plan, and we can make it happen. Dodgers,
if he's our best pitcher at the time, maybe Cueto, maybe whoever, but I'm just guessing Gosman.
Absolutely. I think you're right. You can pretty much go with kind of either one of those guys. I mean, the way that they have looked, and, so we'll see. I mean, could be a situation that, we got to, say pitch Cueto, maybe the last game of the year to get into the wild card, and then you roll with Gosman. And I think if the Giants can, get past that 1 game playoff, I think, no one is going to want to face the Giants in a playoff series. And, we have that veteran experience. and we have young guys that are confident and that I think will shine on the bright stage. And yeah, we can, I like what you said. We have to control what we can control. And so, the Dodgers, they're continuing to beat up on everybody. But when we face the Dodgers, and every time we face them, we always play them tough. Even in the years that the Giants didn't have good records, I think, they still managed to win 6, 7, or 8 games against the Dodgers. And so that's what I love. This rivalry is so intense, and these players bring it every time. And that's what it's going to take, if we're going to catch the Dodgers, we're going to have to win a decent amount of the games that we play against them and hold our own. And, a series like this with the Marlins, we definitely should have took 2 out of 3 and could have even swept maybe.
Yeah.
But good thing that it's still early in the season and we had gotten off to a nice start. Because, otherwise, you see around baseball some teams that have gotten off to slow starts. Thankfully that we were able to salvage this last game of the series. And, let's just keep rolling, keep doing, what we can do best and improve. And get those bats going and, the starting rotation, keep doing what you're doing. And I think this team is going to be in it, the wild card, most definitely. And now I think they're, making a name to say that why not? Why can't we compete with the Padres and Dodgers? And I do believe that we will and can. And so, let's do it. Let's get to some more comments. Another big shout out to Alex Wood coming from Bearded Gunny. Tremendous first game for him and his Giants debut. We got 710 Perez in the house. How are you doing today? Need to call up Ramos. Give this offense a boost. Absolutely. We talked about Ramos and when we think, that he'll probably get called up. And so I think probably, a couple 2 or 3 months and, we'll see how he hits down in the minors. And, with Slater and Yastrzemski and Dickerson getting it going, I think we're going to be just fine here in the outfield. And to have Ramos, if he can just tear it up down there and, make it to where we've got to call him up, it's going to be fun to throw him right in the middle of a playoff race. And so it's going to be fun. I'm just so excited, especially because, it's been tough over the years, that we missed the playoffs and, the Giants have given us some excitement over the last couple of years. But then once we get into September, we kind of just falter. We've fallen out. And so let's hope that this season we're going to keep it going all the way through. Hopefully they are motivated to push for the playoffs, especially after how last year ended. Absolutely. I definitely believe they're so motivated from how the season ended last year. And I said, if we had gotten into, that play-in series with the Dodgers, being that they just beat down on Milwaukee last year, I just kept thinking to myself, that this would have been a much better playoff series to watch had the Giants been in it, because I feel like they would have definitely given the Dodgers a better run for their money than what the Brewers did. And so let's do it. Let's do it. Giants, incredibly resilient. We can make it happen. And if we can let's win those games against the Dodgers, and we are going to make it happen. And so before we wrap up the show, we are going to get to our picks of the game as always. And so we are going to start with the guest here. Eric, who are you taking today?
Yeah, I got to go with Alex Wood, the newcomer to the Giants. Familiar name, has been a great pitcher for the Dodgers for many years, but now he comes over here on a pretty nice, friendly contract. And in his first game, 5 shutout innings. Could have went more. The bullpen comes down and throws shutout baseball. We finished on no-hit baseball. 5 innings, just 3 hits, 3 singles, meaningless hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts. That is what we need. That's more than what we need from Alex Wood, and the offense did just enough. All we needed was 1, so I'm taking Alex Wood.
I love it. Tremendous pick, and what a game for him. What a Giants debut he had. He was on top of his game, and to do it in his first start, you had to imagine he maybe had some, first or some jitters, being that making his debut with the new team. But he didn't look like that at all. He was, so fresh and so sharp. yeah, I think, he definitely probably could have went another inning. But being that he's making his first start, I think Kepler made the right choice. Take him out after 5 terrific innings and give the ball to your bullpen, who you have tremendous confidence in. And wow, tremendous, well done job for the bullpen to hold that 1-run lead and to go 4 innings and to bounce back after, the brutal, heartbreaking loss yesterday. And so for my pick, I'm going to take Camilo Duvall. Made his major league debut and came into the game, a 1-0 game in the 7th inning. And he struck out Aguilar and Duvall on a filthy slider, 2 of the Marlins' best hitters in that lineup. And to do that in a 1-run game and to allow anyone to reach base, 2 strikeouts. So I'm taking Duvall. And I think this is the beginning of what we could see him blossoming into a guy that we can always trust and, go to in high leverage situations. That blazing 100-mile-an-hour fastball and that slider to get those strikeouts. And so another terrific arm in this bullpen. So I love it. I'm taking Duvall. And I'd love to hear all of you out there, if you'd like to share some of your picks of the game. Appreciate that. And let us know as well in the comment section. Love to hear your thoughts and reactions as the Giants salvage a game in the series finale. A big win. We got just enough offense. 1 run on the Alex Dickerson RBI single. So big win today. And definitely be sure to subscribe to Eric's channel, Hum Baby Baseball, everybody. You don't want to miss it. He is doing in-depth coverage on the Giants, doing series previews, breaking down all things happening in the baseball world. So definitely check him out there over at the Hum Baby Baseball channel. And before we wrap up the show, everybody, again, thank you so much. And let's make some noise for that YouTube algorithm and smash up that like button for the Giants win today. And this really helps out the channel and helps grow the channel. So really appreciate that support. Let's get to some comments here before we wrap up with some last thoughts for the game. Slater is the game. Jenny is taking Slater. Loved it. Austin Slater made the spectacular catch and coming up with some big hits of late. Of course, the 3-run bomb in yesterday's game. And starting pitching has been amazing. Absolutely love it, what the starting pitching has been doing. And let's see if they can keep it going. And I definitely believe they can. We got Marvel in the house. Marvel Rye 82 Ryan C. He says Giants, absolutely a must win. This was a must win. You did not want to get swept here after those first couple tough games here. And so now we got some momentum rolling into Philadelphia. We got a happy flight. Slater and Solano for their defense in the 5th inning. Low-key saved the game. Yeah, absolutely. In a 1-run game, everything is magnified throughout the game. And so those big defensive stops, so huge to save this win. Let's go, Giants. Let's do it. We are rolling into Philadelphia. And before we wrap up the show, we are going to get to some last thoughts. And so, Eric, what would you like? Any last thoughts here before we wrap up?
That's it. Yeah. Shout out to Duvall. Struck out Duvall. And that dude is awesome. Like you said, he could be a closer someday. The dude is legit. Has super strikeout stuff, and he didn't no jitters for him. He came in, it was awesome. But other than that, let's hit it to Philly. I'm sure we're gonna have Gosman, and I'm not sure, maybe Cueto, maybe Webb if he comes off the IL. I'm not sure what's going on with him, but yeah, we'll definitely see Gosman out there, and it's going to be an awesome series. I think Gosman's
going tomorrow. It's going to be Gosman versus Chase Anderson. So looked up the matchup.
Chase Anderson. Okay, that ain't nothing. We can hit Chase. We can hit Chase. No, Chase is good, but we got it. We're going to tomorrow take that one and just have a nice road trip. This is no big deal. We salvaged the series. We got 1 out of 3. It's not a big deal, and we're just fine.
Absolutely. Great. Love it. And we love the shirt. It says 710 Perez. And
thank you. Appreciate it.
I love your shirt, man. Really creative. And so really awesome. All right. So that is going to wrap it up, everybody. Appreciate all the amazing support. Definitely go check out Eric's channel, Hum Baby Baseball. Don't want to miss it for incredible Giants coverage. And we will see everybody next time here on the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel. Have a great day, everybody. Strive for greatness. Achieve all of your dreams. You can do it. Visualize all your goals becoming reality, just like we are visualizing this Giants team making a run this year. So let's do it. We will see you next time. Take care and have a great day. Go Giants!